tired.
Yes, I imagine. How are you doing with the new platform, with the modules, with the subject?
Very well with the new platform because it's more, I don't know how to say intuitive, something like that.
Yes.
Friendly.
Yes,
more friendly.
very good. Okay.
So yes, I have some doubts about the point B in the practice work.
In phonology or interpretation?
Phonology, yes, phonology 6, module 6. Module 6.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me what your doubt. I'm going to find the file right now. I'm looking for it. Okay. So that we can.
Yes, I will read you the instruction that you take a look at the sentences, make the transcription, and underline the words that should be stressed in capital letters.
Good.
I don't understand if I have to put the word in capital letters because I don't see any capital letter there.
Okay. Let me find the practice test because I don't here it is. Okay. I'm going to share screen, Ana Lucia, and you are going to tell me. Here we are. Practice test 6. Point B, you mean exercise B here.
Exercise A, yes.
Make the transcriptions and underline the words that should be stressed.
Okay.
No las que están, sino las que deberían estar acentuadas. So, according to you, which syllables should be stressed according to the
syllable?
Syllables or words.
Syllable or words.
Syllables or words. Si te confunden las palabras, mejor las sílabas de esas palabras, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it together.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, I think that, for example, some syllable from unfortunately, Jack sure have to be stressed for me. Wasn't able to finish or on time. But I don't know if I have to underline just two words, the two principal words, the two
all the words that should be stressed.
All the words. Okay.
Remember the patterns? Do you remember the sentence patterns? Okay, like that. The words that should be stressed. In this case, unfortunately, of course, that we have to underline for. Okay. Fortunately. Ponemos en capital letters. Okay. Jack wasn't able to finish on time. Yes, we can stress Jack because he is the subject, right? And whenever we have a negative auxiliary, we should stress it because the negative forms are always stressed because he cannot do it, he couldn't do it. So the important thing is that he cannot do it or he wasn't able to finish on time, okay?
And so, the full word wasn't
yes.
or wasn't
or
was able
or wasn't. In this case, if you don't know how to divide it, you can stress the whole word. So this whole word we turned into capital letters. Wasn't able. El able no es importante. Lo importante es que no estaba capacitado o no pudo. So he wasn't able to finish on time. Finish on time.
Finish, just fin or finish.
To finish.
Finish. Okay. And do I have to put in capital letter also the syllable, all the syllable, and all the words that I want to put express?
Exactly. Yes, underline the words that should be stressed in capital letters. Exactly. En realidad no dice que tenés que poner en capital letters, tenés que subrayar las que deberían estar
Lo
en
que
capital.
yo considero.
El
Ok.
acento, ¿dónde va el acento? O le pones
Bien,
capital
bien.
letters, or you
O
underline
lo-
both.
Okay.
One of the two options, no las dos. Okay?
Clear, yes.
So remember that negatives are always stressed because
That's important.
I will write you an example. This is an important example. If I say, I can play tennis, where is the stress? Versus, vamos a poner aquí el ejemplo, I can't play tennis.
El acento está en play tennis, play.
Yes, in this case, if the sentence is affirmative, we have to stress the verb, not the can, not the auxiliary, but the verb. So I can play tennis, okay? I can play tennis. But if it is negative, you have to say, I can't play tennis.
Okay.
Do you see the difference?
Yes.
Because
A
when
bit
you,
different.
exactly, if you speak to a native, or if you are talking to a native speaker, how are you going to deduce if he is saying that he can or cannot play tennis according to the stress? Because they sound exactly the same. Porque aquí la T del negativo no suena. Okay?
No suena, exacto.
So, entonces, according to the stress, you have to deduce if the sentence is affirmative or negative. So it is not the same if I say I can play tennis, okay? I can play tennis. Do you see?
Bien. Okay.
Let's do another example. You choose. Let's invent an example, Ana Lucia.
I used to play piano.
I used to play the piano. Okay.
The piano.
Versus, okay, but here, yes, it's okay. You can say I didn't used to play the piano, okay? Versus, I didn't or did not. I didn't use to play the piano, okay? So,
okay.
How are we going to stress the words in the first sentence, in the affirmative sentence?
Use, play.
I used to play the piano. Good. Okay. Or I used to play the piano or play. The important thing is that play has to be stressed. Okay. And in the negative sentence,
I didn't use.
Exactly. I didn't use to play the piano. No tanto use, pero sí didn't. I didn't or I did not use to play the piano. Si tengo did not, va a ir en not.
Not,
okay?
but. Okay.
Siempre en el negative. Did not. So in this case, we can stress not. Always in the negative. Is that clear?
Yes. Yes, thank you very much.
Good, very good. Especially in the oral production when you are talking to another person. So we have to be alert, especially in the stress. That is why we learn stress in such detail, right?
Yeah, right.
Good, Ana Lucia. Do you want to go on with this exercise, or you prefer to do it alone? Okay, perfect.
No, yes.
Let's do it together, right? Okay, what about number 2?
As soon as I think that soon, I have a soon because it's an adverb.
Yes.
Good.
As soon as. Is he important in this sentence?
I think that's no, not very important.
No, because
I don't know because
yes, it is a pronoun, but we don't have the name of that person. If we don't have the name, like in this sentence, like in Jack, it is because the subject is not important. Okay? So he is not important in this case.
Not. I think that collect.
Exactly. As soon as he has collected the results.
And results.
Yes, exactly.
Post.
Yes, he posts them.
And website.
Exactly. Web, very good. Right? Now you can read it. You can read the stress right now that you have it done. A ver cómo quedaría.
As soon as he has collected the results, he will post them on his website. Sorry, I'm inventing sometimes.
Good, exactly. Good. Okay, now it sounds different. Okay.
Yes, very different.
Let's go to the next.
Peter, because he is the name.
Very good. It is the subject. We have the name, so Peter is important. Yes. Is the verb important in this sentence?
I think that's more important is shoes.
Exactly. Okay. So Peter bought shoes today. Okay. What did he buy? He bought shoes. Okay. And some people can stress today depending on the context. For example, if I say, what did Peter buy today? And you say, Peter bought shoes today. Today, not yesterday. Okay? So it depends on the context. Pero lo dejemos así, right?
Okay.
Peter bought shoes today.
Peter bought shoes today. Peter. And it's the stress is the same intensity for Peter and shoes, or
in this case, it is the same stress because who bought what? Peter shoes. Okay. As the sentence is very short, the two stresses have to sound with intensity because it is a short sentence. Okay. When the sentence is long, sometimes it varies. Okay. It is not the same stress in every word because it sounds too redundant. Okay.
Okay.
Number 4.
And then 4. I have some. I think that some.
Sure. It is an indefinite pronoun.
Replies. I think that some replies are the more stress.
Yes, replies. Yes, because what should have there be replies? Okay, it is the object. So replies. They are. Never.
Yes, maybe. Yes, they are not. No.
We don't say there should have been.
There.
In this case,
I put yes.
In this
some
case,
replies.
Some replies by now. Yes, maybe. Maybe this is a boss. It depends on the context. If this is a boss speaking, he would say there should be some replies by now. There should, o sea, debe, o sea, si es tu jefe,
imperative.
There should, imperative, o sea, debería. There should be some replies by now. Okay, by now. O sea, when, what, and there should. So it is not that if you want, you can send them. Okay?
Okay.
So the boss is saying, he is implying that no one has sent the replies. Right?
Okay, yes. Right.
So in this case, we can stress should. It is a modal, but in this case, the boss is implying that there are no replies. Okay, there should have been there should have been some replies by now. There should have been some replies by now. Okay. If you want, you can stress now. It depends on the context, as I say. Okay. Good.
Yes.
The thing is that the object is always stressed. The object of the sentence. Okay. What about 5?
5. I think that knowledge creates.
Knowledge creates. Yes. That's it. I'm doubting.
That's difficult.
Let's leave create for the end. Okay.
Okay.
What does knowledge create? Opportunities.
Opportunities or opportunities. Yes. Where?
Do you think where is important?
I have doubt about that.
Knowledge creates opportunities.
Before, I think it's stressed before. Knowledge, opportunities, and before.
Knowledge creates opportunities where none have existed before. But before this word, there is something strong.
Exist.
Yes,
or noun.
have existed before. Exactly.
It's a verb, the main verb.
Yes, okay. Knowledge creates opportunities where none have existed before. If you want, you can stress none in this case. Porque ninguna. Okay, if you want, you can stress none before, or none or before, pero una de las dos, porque una dice ninguna y otra dice antes. O sea, they are, in this case, they are near synonyms, okay?
Yes,
so,
okay.
Now we are going to read. Do we have more sentences?
No.
Okay, so now, Lucia, try to read one by one and check if the stress is okay to you according to how it sounds, okay?
Okay. Unfortunately, Jack wasn't able to finish on time. The first one.
Yes, Jack también podría ser aquí, okay? No sé si lo borré o Jack wasn't able. Unfortunately, Jack wasn't able.
Okay. Unfortunately, Jack wasn't able to finish on time.
Good.
As soon as he has collected the results, he will post them to his website.
Yes.
Peter bought shoes today.
Yes.
Peter bought shoes today.
Exactly. Peter bought shoes today. Yes?
Yes. There should have been some replies by now.
There should have been some replies by now. There should have been some replies by now.
There should have been some replies by now.
Should is similar in this case, depending on the context, of course. If you have must, sometimes you have to stress must, because must is strong obligation. And should is a strong advice. So they have some intensity, okay? Although they are modals, they are strong modals. If I say, Lucia, for example, Lucia, your task is weak. You must do it again, or you must study hard. Ahí estoy enfatizando must, o sea, debes. Okay.
Okay. So should have, just should go stressed or should have?
Should or been. Es que suena más been. Naturally, te va a sonar más been. Va a quedar más natural, ¿ok? There should have been some replies by now. El have es should have. There should have been some replies by now. Should have.
Okay.
Acuérdate que el should have
been.
should have. Ahí es have is weak. ¿Ok?
Yeah. There should have been some replies by now.
Now it's better, ¿ok? Should have nunca suena el have, porque ya está en should el acento, ¿ok?
Should be.
Should have, ¿ok?
Should have been.
Exactly,
Should have
there,
been.
perfect. And 5.
Knowledge creates opportunities where none have existed before.
Okay. Knowledge creates opportunities where none have existed before. Where none have existed before.
Existed before.
Okay. No es que existía alguna, no existía ninguna. Entonces ahí sí podemos acentuarlo, ¿ok?
Y, teacher, the age, it's almost non-pronounced age.
Yes.
For example, should have.
You should have done it. She has had a headache. Muy suavecito, porque hay otro adelante de have. No es el único verbo en la oración. Si fuese el único verbo, podría ser, pero cuando está acompañado de otro, have ya no es el auxiliary, ya no es el verbo importante. Entonces no tiene que estar stressed. ¿Se entiende? Yes. Ahí pasa desapercibido porque está should have been, should have been, ¿ok?
Okay.
Good. Perfect.
And then the other exercise that the C where it says liveworksheets.com. Sometimes I write, I think it's right the answer, but it's I don't know how to say. Mark, it's like a mistake in red, the exercise.
Okay. Don't worry, because sometimes the page, the system takes it as wrong. That's why I have a look at them. That's why I need you to take a full print and paste it. Paste your live worksheets page on this below the link, because sometimes the system takes it as wrong, and it is not a wrong, it is a right. So according to that, I write your note. Tal vez te saque un 8, pero esos 2 puntos que la máquina, que el sistema te toma como erróneos, yo los tomo como correctos. Entonces ahí no te pongo un 9, sino que te pongo un 10, si es que está perfecto.
Si es vale, bien.
Sí, yo te estoy acostumbrada, por ahí hay ciertos errorcitos en esa página, entonces yo por eso, mándenme siempre, copy and paste it, lo pegan acá, ¿ok?
Yes, okay. And then, well, the first one, I think that I did it and I hadn't any problem.
You had no problem.
Yes.
You have to practice a lot of reading, yes? Try to practice reading and the accents.
The accents, okay. Yes. Teacher, you know, by chance, where more or less will be the dates of the test?
We don't have the dates yet, but we don't have the dates yet, but the exams are generally in August. In August.
But yes, but I have some doubts because I want to know for preparing better, prepare better. And I think that it would be in the final of June, maybe
July or
July.
Yes, maybe July, end of July and beginning of August. It is always on the first days of August or last days of July.
Yes, because there are oral and writing.
And written, exactly.
Written.
Yes. I know they haven't sent me the schedule yet, so I have no idea.
Yeah, but with that information, it's useful for me because
yes, you have to concentrate on the end of July. From the end of July until mid-August. Okay. So after the winter holidays, you know that you have to have everything ready just in case. Anyway, I'm sure that they are going to send us now the circular, okay, for students and teachers. So in a few days, you will have the dates. So don't worry, right? But you can start preparing yourself, okay?
Yes, bien. Bueno, profe, es que le digo que mi cerebro está funcionando como a media porque estoy tan cansada. Encima esta semana vinieron plomeros a mi casa, estuvimos con los baños sin poder usarse, un trastorno. Yo trabajando, ahora ya justo dejé de trabajar y voy a tener más tiempo para estudiar también. Porque los 3 meses de verano no suelo trabajar yo porque mi puesto es por la tarde, yo trabajo en una secretaría mediodía y tienen jornada intensiva. Entonces, la empresa, por la tarde no hay nadie, entonces yo no trabajo, tampoco cobro, lógicamente, o sea, por ese lado no es tan bueno, pero sí puedo estudiar.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad.
Voy a aprovechar.
I'm really glad that you have time to study, okay?
Yes,
so, take advantage of that and prepare yourself the best as you can. Okay, and remember that if you have any doubts,
is important.
Send me a message. Exactly. Yes, it is very important.
Time and to be peaceful, or I don't know how to say tranquila. I forget the word.
To be peaceful, to be calm, to relax.
Yes.
Good. Okay, I'm glad, Lucia. Now you have time to dedicate to yourself. Okay.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Yes.
Okay.
Teacher, maybe the next week when is the next class, I will connect again to ask you about interpretation.
Okay, no problem. Read the module consciously and try to do the exercises. And if you want to practice, we can practice together like today. Okay, so do not worry. Okay, Lucia, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And have a nice week.
To you.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.